Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream where I'm going to be painting this Ogre Matriarch from Reaper Miniatures. Welcome to everybody in chat. I have seen Sharon, Moxie, Tony, Pete the Hydrator, straight in there with the hydrate. I'm going to go for the water first of all. I've got some water and some red wine this evening. Hi Moxie. Hi everyone, I apologise if I've missed you. Oh, I like that little waving catty thing.
Hi, cat.
That's cool. Hi cat. I like that. Ah, yeah, that one. Hi. So, this evening I'm going to be painting this Ogre Matriarch from Reaper Miniatures. Now this is an RCL duo trio. Duo trio. Yep. Thing with Sharon and Wicked D, and they've both done awesome jobs on theirs so far, so no pressure whatsoever for me to do a good job. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to paint her with some Green Stuff World Dark Umber. I want to make her skin like a really deep brown, so I think I'm going to start with Dark Umber, which is quite like a dark grey browny colour, and then we're going to mix it with some Choco Brown and see what that looks like, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing past that. To be perfectly honest. So before we get commenced onto putting some paint onto the miniature, I'm going to have a little sip of wine. Christmas wine, so there you go. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to paint all her skin with this dark umber, and I'm going to probably have to give her a couple of coats because this is very thin, and I've undercoated this miniature with German red brown primer because I had some left over from when I was painting Mal, and I thought I'll get that ready. So that's why she's bright red. Don't really have an intention of making her red, but it was just that I had the primer left over, so I didn't want to waste it. What's everybody? Yes, please drink responsibly. That's a very important message. I've run out of all the beer in the house. Finally got that drunk after Christmas yesterday, and now I just need to drink all the wine and all the spirits, and then I can have a dry February. So, what was I saying? What are you all working on this evening? What's everybody up to? What you been up to today? Have you had a great day? Hope you've all had a super fun and not in any way stressful day. I had a massive lie-in this morning. Got up and let the dog out and fed him. And then I went back to bed, and I thought, I'll just have another half an hour. And then Mrs. MLG woke me up at 10 o'clock. Had a massive lie-in. Catching up on all those early mornings and late nights, obviously. And then I've been at work, been at the shop, and got loads of stuff done. So, yeah. It's been pretty productive day today. I count the sleeping as productive time. Sharon says that she's painting the Reaper contest mini, which is frustrating and not part of the plan. Is that the champion of Methuselah or whatever it is, the big chunky armor guy? It's the guy, isn't it? It's the Bones USA champion of Thusalith, I think it is how you pronounce it. It's a big, chunky, like, underwater armoured dude. And I'm not sure if he hadn't got an angler frondle a bit over the top of his head.
It's like a Facebook contest thing.
Yeah, the quarterly challenge mini, I think.
See, I don't look at those.
You entered one, didn't you?
I entered it when it coincided that you could enter it for the RCL. I don't enter it for the thing. So I didn't know what it was.
I think I could be wrong. Just taking a wild punt here because I'm not as au fait with the Bones USA codes, but I think it is 30036.
Is it now?
It's either 30036 or 30028. I think it's 30028 because I'm pretty sure that 36 is Giselle.
30028 is some bloke with a chainsaw.
No, that's not it. Failed.
Hi Wikipedia, what was the other one you said?
36, but I know it's not that because that's
I
Giselle.
don't know. I put 28 in. Did you say 38?
I said 226, didn't I?
What number
30026.
Right, it was right. 26 doesn't exist. You've made that one up completely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I did say 28. It's my fault that you've gone.
No, 28's the guy with the chainsaw. So
Yeah.
what is the actual mini?
It's champion of. Oh, there you go. Sharon says 30046. I knew I was like only one digit out on her.
Oh, you were loads out.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. The picture on our website's appalling because they didn't have a picture, so I had to take one through the packet, which is ridiculous. That guy. You are painting 77568.
I am indeed.
And she's only £3.29 at Merton Lancer Games prices, which is awesome, really, isn't it?
It is. Absolutely fantastic.
Tony says, I've been sorting the hobby room out, tricking out masses of excess card, came across a Get Started with Tyranids box that was hidden away. If you know anyone who wants it, they're built and circa 2007.
Oh, Tony.
Oh.
What? Yeah. What's in it? Which models were in that?
Moxie says, been working a lot, so been able to get some painting in. So not, that makes sense. I missed a complete word out there, which made it make no sense at all. Let's start that again. Moxie says, been working a lot, so not been able to get some painting in. But I'm getting back to it from next week. Going to try and get something done for the great brush off.
Awesome.
That would be cool, Moxie. That would be very cool. It's rubbish when you have to work, isn't it? And there's Mr. MLG saying he's had a massive lie-in this morning. I don't know.
Yeah, I have been like working
non-stop
pretty hard
for 4 weeks. So this is why I'll let you lay in, and I didn't wake you up until then. And then it was getting like, man, this is getting silly now. I'm gonna have to wake you up at some point, otherwise the entire day is gonna be gone. Wasn't it?
Yep.
So I was like, no. And I was really super nice, wasn't I? And didn't just open the dog's crate and let him jump on you.
Oh, look, Pete's redeemed a drink.
Drink.
We'll have a two go wine.
I had some water because I'm sensible and a good girl.
I'm sensible. I've got a pint of water at this side.
I've saved up for that, Pete says. Shall I do one for you? Because I didn't hear it. I don't think I've got my speakers on very loud.
No, I just heard the very edge of the noise.
Oh, you've got two now. Wicked D's done one and I've done one. Oh, double whammy. Tony says, I think they're called Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts? 3 warrior dudes done horde on a tiny grunts and some hatching egg type things.
Awesome. That sounds pretty cool.
Why did you ask?
Oh, because I have a Tyranid army, and some of the boxes, the newer ones, have all gene stealers in, which aren't like that useful because I've already got loads of gene stealers. But if it is indeed those ones that you've just described, Tony, I would be very interested in taking those off your hands. So I shall send you a message later for so we can negotiate. Wicked D says both wine, no sensibleness. I think that is. So yeah, that's it. So we'll have an extra one.
No, mine was definitely for water.
Yeah. Mrs. MLG didn't like wine.
That meant for you.
I know. I'm just saying, Mrs. MLG didn't like wine. We found you one, didn't we? When we were on honeymoon, we found you one that you liked.
Yeah.
And then don't say it like that. You liked it. And then we've never been able to find any that you like that are sweet enough for you.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? It's got to taste like lemonade for me.
Yeah.
The least wine-tasting wine.
Like proper
I'll
super sweet dessert wine or something, but you have it with your meal.
I don't like dessert wine. I'll leave the alcohol to you and I'll just drink the water. Because I'm good. Yeah, I tolerated it, that's right. Give me some spirits, that's much better. Much more me.
We'll get some cherry brandy.
Anyway, we're not endorsing alcohol drinking.
No.
You're painting miniatures. Tony's talking to you as well.
Alright, sorry. I'll send him over. Oh, no. No. You can't. No, you can't do that, Tony. You can't.
They'll sort something out.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll sort something out. I'm sure that there must be some paints or brushes or something that you need.
Yeah, we'll do some kind of trade.
We're all for trading. We've got some carrots kicking around somewhere.
Yep. Awesome.
So it's red, and what you're painting its skin? What? Say what now?
Yeah. So I'm using Green Stuff World Dark Umber, and so I'm just working my way around the skin, doing it with the Dark Umber, and then we're going to go from there. So I was thinking that I might mix a little bit of Choco Brown in. And use that as a highlight. Well, now I'm getting this on, I think that I might have to go with a slightly different route. I think the Choco Brown is going to make it too brown, like red brown. So we might go for a darker, like ashier brown skin tone, and then I can make some of her clothes brown, like wood brown, shall we say? Oh, I don't know. There's so many browns. How do you describe what brown is?
Well, none of the browns are really brown, are they? None of the browns are dark enough. We've already established this.
This is more like a grey brown.
Yeah, Umber it's just grey in it. Let's just face it, it's grey.
Just before I left the shop today, I went and had a quick stand in front of the various paint racks that we've got in the building. And I had a look, and I was thinking to myself, so, because I enjoyed using that heavy black-green from the Vallejo game colour range yesterday, although a small amount, I thought, well, if there's a heavy black-red, then that would be ideal for Mal. And I went and had a look, and then there wasn't one. So, as I'm stood there, I'm thinking, well, maybe there's a really, really dark brown in this range that I've just never looked at before. But there wasn't. But there was a colour called charred brown. And then I had a look, and but I think it's very similar to, is it scorched brown or whatever that you've got already? Mm-hmm. So we've already got like pretty much all the browns in the cupboard.
And they're still not dark enough.
They're probably still not dark enough. So Scorched Brown is still probably not dark enough for you. So, good story, eh?
Yeah, that's alright. I just had a bit of black to it. Tony says, a random Dungeon Dwellers mini is a cool trade. I'm liking the muted and desaturated brown skin tone on this lady. And Hull Red.
Awesome. Hull Red. Hull Red.
I always thought the tigers were yellow and black.
Yeah.
So
Hull Red is a dark red, Tony. Is that what you're thinking?
I assume so. I don't think he's really talking about rugby. So what's your plan with this then? So that's your, what did you say, dark umber?
Yeah.
What brand's that, Vallejo?
This is Green Stuff World.
Green Stuff World, dark umber.
Yeah.
Pete says, did someone say pink? Pink? Someone say pink? No, Pete. Nobody said pink.
No.
I put pink on my guy for you,
Yeah.
didn't I? I mean, come on.
And we could potentially be painting an entire Maw Crusher pink.
I doubt it. We've only got 11 days. Tony says that Hull Red is a Vallejo really dark red.
I'll have to have a look. We might already have some.
I haven't seen Hull Red. I'd have remembered Hull Red, wouldn't I? Unless it's in your side.
No, I think it's in there because I haven't got it in my paint rack here.
No, I've got
Okay.
I haven't got Hull Red. I've got Dragon Red. That's what you've been using.
Yeah,
I've
got Dragon Red. Yeah, I've got Dragon Red here.
No, the only Vallejo ones I've got are Ferrari Red and Flat Red.
Ferrari Red. That's for the
Burgundy wine.
Brass Scorpion.
Burgundy wine's dark. See how dark burgundy wine is?
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that could do the job.
Hey, Dead Crankpert.
That could do the job. Hi, how you doing?
We're just discussing paint. Chuntering away.
Yeah, that's the kind of colour that I'm after. Something like that. I'm going to keep that.
Oh, are you now? Oh, thanks.
Well, you're not using it, are you?
Well, not at this very moment.
Well, yeah, you have it back while you're ready.
No, it's fine. I was only being silly.
Okay.
I'm painting this horse black, but not really doing a very good job.
Is that your that's your Lord of the Rings theme mini for our large group, isn't it? I found a figure earlier on that I knew I'd got out somewhere.
Is this when you were looking for my
It is.
the great MLG brush off for February mini that we've lost?
Yeah. I don't know what I've done. I've primed it and then put it somewhere safe. One of them safe places. Yeah. So I found a mini earlier on that I wish I'd picked for my, in fact somebody might already have picked it, but I wish I'd picked as my Lord of the Rings mini instead of the Orc. And I will show you it in just a moment when I've finished this bit of brown. Because now I'm going to have to, well, I suppose I could paint it for the screen thing, couldn't I? I could do it for that. And it is a Reaper mini. Screen and sci-fi or screen or something like that for February, isn't it? That's right. Mrs. MLG's had a miniature for ages that I got which is not a Reaper mini, but a miniature that she's had for quite some time of one of her favourite TV characters. And like I say, I primed it and now I've lost it. Because I can't remember where I put it. But it'll turn up. Right. So, there we go. Skin base done for our ogre lady. I like that. And then we're gonna paint her clothes before I start. I need to do the under boob area there. That's no good, is it? Get that bit done. What's going on there? The paint's not sticking to the primer. Need to make sure we get all the way in there. Super. Right, so let's just put her down a second. Bear with me a moment, guys, while I just exit the camera. It's this guy. This guy here. He's like just blatantly Aragorn. I don't know if anybody's already picked it. Yeah, it was right though, Wicked D. Can't get the focus. Mrs. MLG's not here to do the focusing, but this is blatantly Aragorn from Weathertop, I think. Or Am and Hen or whatever it is with the hobbits. So, yeah, I think I might have to paint this guy at some point in the not too distant future because I think he looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right. Let's think of a colour to paint her top. So, first person to get something in chat about what colour I should paint their top. Oh, she's got her legs out. I didn't realise she had her legs out. So while I'm painting her legs, first person to put a colour in chat is the colour that I will paint her top. There. Is that part of her leg? That's part of her leg. Oh yeah, her feet underneath her little anklety bits. Denim blue. Excellent. That's what we'll go for. Denim blue top, drab green bottoms. That's what we'll do then. Her feet. Yeah, how did I miss that? All the time I've looked at this mini. I think it's because I only ever see it from the front in the packs. But all the time I've been looking at this mini. I never realised that it had this little goblin on the base. So I'm gonna have to sort that guy out. A hydrate there from Pete the Priest. Pete the Priest. Pete the Hydrator. Pete the Priest. Pete the Priest. Hiya. So, what you missed was me showing off the mini that I wish I'd chosen for the brush off. not the brush off, sorry, not the brush off. The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but it's fine because I can probably use it for the screen thing if I decide not to do something else. And then I let the guys pick what colour I was going to paint the top that my ogre is wearing, and Wicked D decided that it should be denim.
Okay.
And Tony was in there quick second with drab green, so I'm going to paint her skirts green and her top denim blue.
So you don't need me, do you? Look at you.
Of course I do. No, because I tried to show something up to the camera, but because it you weren't here to do the focusing. So.
Do you want me to do it?
No, it's fine. I held it a little bit further away.
Oh.
So, but you might know. Is anybody else painting this guy?
I don't know what that guy is. I can tell you what everyone else is painting. So if you carry on, I'll find the thing.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Did you see Dead Krampus had said about need to get some paints in?
I didn't see that. No.
I need to get some paint soon. I brought some more orcs, but you have heard enough of that on Discord. Never enough hobby talk. Let's have a look. So, the large group. Nathan, you have a drop of water on the top left of your work area. Yes, he has, yes. I keep trying to wipe it off my phone screen. What are you like? At least it was water and not paint. Who knew? Just put your hand in it and blather it everywhere. Anyway, large group. We have got a 02915 as Radagast. What's your guy called? And I'll tell you if it's on here.
It's a Bones 5 mini. I don't think it has a metal equivalent.
Oh, well, there's only me with my Bones 5 and you who was doing an orc.
Right.
And then we've got 07008 as Gandalf the Grey.
Right.
77074 as Gimli. Halfling Stealing the Egg, which was the Bones 5, as a Hobbit. 77638, which is Smaug. Oh, how would you say? I can't say that.
Smaug.
Yeah, the dragon thing.
Yeah. Oh, who's doing that?
Terrible.
Cool.
It started. There's some pictures in Discord.
Awesome.
Where did we get to? 03790, which is a Wraith. 02648, which is Aragon. Is that how I'm sorry if I say all these names wrong. I'm terrible at talking, but I think we already have established that. I'm doing this guy. 07005 is another Wraith. 77049 is Legolas. How do you say it?
Legolas.
That guy. He's like Lego man. Wicked D's doing Lego man. 77689, which is the griffin that Goblin Squire is doing as an eagle.
Right.
So I don't know from that what your gauge is supposed to be.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think he's on there.
What character was he going to be?
Aragon.
Yeah, someone's got Aragon. Dave's got Aragon.
Yeah, but there's no reason why I couldn't have two Aragons.
Yeah, you can have two Aragons, but I'm just telling you.
But anyway, I'm doing the orc now. I've nearly finished him, so.
So it's pointless then?
No, not really.
You just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay. And has it satisfied your curiosity?
It has.
Then that is all that matters, my darling. That's very blue. That's a very bright blue compared to the red and the
It is.
grey.
But it's fine, because we'll
No.
darken it.
I know you'll have a plan. I'm just saying that's right.
A plan.
A plan, of course. Tony says I painted a bit more of Gandalf today. Apologies if the greys look more natural. That's just my gig.
Doesn't matter, does it? However you do your greys. How can greys not look natural? I don't know.
I know nothing. I know nothing as normal.
Oh dear.
When your greys don't look natural at all on your head because the light's so bright you can't see them. It looks like you have no hair. I'll turn it downstairs so we can see that you actually have hair.
Yeah.
It's all shiny and silver, you see, that's what it is.
Yep.
What blue are you using?
Silver Fox. This is Marine Blue from Green Stuff World. So what I'm thinking is, so it is very, very blue, but I'm thinking that this is the base, and then we go up to a lot lighter stonewash blue for like second coat. I guess they've called it marine blue because it's very much like ultramarine. I don't know. Some of the Green Stuff World paint naming conventions are a little odd, I think. Let's try and get that bit in there. This is going to take a couple of coats as well, it's not covering really well over the red-brown.
Tony says, "Who needs a wig, May?" What did you all think to Mr. MLG's roller disco in his wig and his roller skates? Just for you, that was.
Yep.
Just for you lot. We were going to go on the seafront and do it.
But it was freezing.
Well, apart from it being freezing, because we don't really have a lot of room at our house. We had to move vehicles and everything just to make some space for him to do that. But we had the dog with us, and we were like, oh yeah, we packed everything in the car, and we were going to go on the seafront and do it. And then we thought, oh, hang on a minute, what happens if the dog tries to chase you down the promenade or gets frightened because it's never really seen roller skates or anything like that before? So we decided that was maybe not the best idea, and did it at home instead.
Yep.
And then when we did the dragon, again we were outside near the main road and entertained some small children who walked past, so that was double bonus there. It's not very often that you're walking down the street and there's a dragon dancing around like a fool in the front garden. I think if the small children had seen you, it might have frightened them more, but at the time it was me dressed as the dragon, so it was okay. The dragon hasn't had an outing yet at a store event.
No.
But it will. We'll get our friend Pikachu down at some point, and the dragon at some point when the weather warms up in the school holidays and things. Moxie said it was hilarious. I'm very, very surprised, which I shouldn't be because I should have more faith in my lovely husband's abilities, but I'm very surprised after at least 15 years of not wearing his roller skates that when he put them on he could do it straight away and didn't fall over, which just is a testament to how well you must have been when you were younger at skating.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't terrible. It was I fell on my backside plenty of times, let's say that.
But I think you did really well. Tony says, Nathan, one to look into is the Green Stuff World Imperial Blue. It's quite intense. I thought you'd got that, hadn't you?
Got that one. Got that one.
A beautiful shade of blue to play with. The rollerblading made Tony chuckle. That's the goal achieved then.
Yeah.
We've made you smile. That's all we do everything for. Just some light entertainment. I think I put on Twitter at one point. There's lots of Twitch shows out there and YouTube channels and Discords and everything like that where everyone's super serious and this is how you paint and this is a showcase of exactly pro painters and what to do. Yeah, ours isn't for that. Ours is just to have like a bit of a laugh and a bit of community time together where we can all just chat about what we're doing and there's some painting going on and Nathan looks a bit daft every now and then and just more community fun than professional showcase painting. Just in case you hadn't got that by now, I'm just pointing that out in case you hadn't realised.
Didn't want you to think like, well, when's he going to start telling us how to paint some stuff properly? There you go, Wiki D. Is that blue enough to start off with?
Wiki D says it's like we've all just popped round for a coffee. That's it. My name jabbering on.
You're the best.
Yeah, but you married me. You've got to think that. These poor people have just tuned in to watch you paint, and there's me jabbering in the background.
Right then. So I've got some Vallejo Brown Violet. which is kind of like that drab green, I think, that Tony suggested.
Ricky D says, looking forward to a bit of stonewash effect going on.
Yeah.
Oh look, Pete has done some festive emotes and they're stuck at the bottom of the screen.
Festive emote.
Santa's there with his thumb up, going, yep, I approve of all this painting.
Where's my mixie brew? There it is. Let's get some of that mixed in.
Hi, Crofty.
Good evening. That's new, he says.
So, what are you doing then?
So, I'm just going to paint this skirt in with this brown violet, which is otherwise known as US olive drab. But for some reason they've started printing the bottle as brown violet. But it used to be labelled as US olive drab. And I think that this Knoll Pelt will be the perfect highlight colour to it as well. So that's pretty handy. And Knoll Pelt is the colour that I used for my Orcs skin for my Lord of the Rings mini.
Well worth the 4K. Have you done your Lord of the Rings thing?
It's nearly finished. It's nearly finished. It's over there. I just need to do.
Then I better get a wriggle on, haven't I?
Just need to do highlighty bits.
I'm doing this poopy horse. Poopy horse, poopy horse.
In fact, when after the stream, when I lather my orcs that I painted last night in some wash, I'm going to also apply the same wash over my Lord of the Rings orcs, and then I'm going to highlight those up. Yeah, you've got your speakers turned down a lot lower. I can barely hear the music.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's alright. Tony says that it's brilliant, the chicken dance thing. I used to have 90,000 points, but I just can't help using chicken dance, and I'm poor now. Yeah, where did you even find it? I can't remember. Where
it's one of the sound things on the sound thing. We tried to record our own, didn't we? But
yeah.
it wouldn't let us.
It didn't like the file type.
Yeah. It's our technical rubbishness rather than the thing. It let us record, but then it wouldn't download it from the file type on the computer. And that's it now. Don't know how to do it now.
Yeah. I'm afraid to say we've decided to give up the hunt for a new camera at the moment. We talked about it just briefly off camera before we started this evening, but the cameras that we currently use, it appears, are pretty much the best reasonably affordable webcams that we can get. Even the new one that was supposed to be a newer version of the one that we've got isn't actually any better. So we've sent that back, and the next step up is to use like a DSLR or something like that, unless somebody else can point us in the direction of something affordable. But Mrs. MLG's DSLR is too old, and we can't get rid of the viewfinder bit. We can record live, but we'd end up with a green square in the middle of the screen. or view live.
And you'd have to manually focus it by turning the lens, which isn't going to work, is it?
No, it's not.
But we're going to... Because what does everybody think? I mean, the cameras aren't bad, are they really? It's just it won't zoom in anymore. It's at full zoom now. So we wanted something that would zoom in more so that you could see a bit more detail of what Mr. MLG is painting. So the next step, we think, is to get some kind of different mount for the cameras that we have got, so that we can rejig, so we can have the camera lower down, because we can't have it any lower down at the moment because you will be able to see it on the face cam, and the big massive light that is above Nathan's shiny noggin has the camera attached to it, and obviously if we lowered that anymore then that would obscure his beautiful face. So it's so we can't afford any upgrade for the camera because it just gets into silly money, and I don't think ours are that terrible, so we're going to have a rejig. Yes, that's right, Crafty. Logitech. You could use the software zoom if you don't mind not having the full res. I use the properties. It's zoomed in on the properties. We're not very technical.
Yeah, unless there's another way to do it, but through Streamlabs.
Yeah, because we're on.
It's zoomed in on there, but despite the fact that it's got the full range of zoom, like 0 to 500 or something, it only goes to about 120, and then it doesn't actually magnify
the zoom
anymore.
goes up to 500, but the actual zoom only goes up to 128. You just slide it. You can slide it all the way to 500. It makes no difference. Wiki D says, get it dangling off a fishing pole. Well, basically, it's dangling off the light at the moment. It's stuck on with gaffer tape.
Yeah.
So practically dangling off a fishing pole. But it's the problem of, I mean, we don't mind dangling cameras, that's fine. But then you would be able to see it on face cam, dangling and stuff like that. So we've got to have a rethink. But what do you actually think? I mean, I don't think the quality's too bad, but obviously I can see a different thing than you. So what do you all actually think to the cameras that we're using anyway? Are they absolutely appalling?
Yeah, they are Logitech C920. If that makes any information for anybody.
But I focus them, so it's a slidey bar look, and out of focus, and then back into focus, because it's a very fine twitch. There's only one little tiny point. So at 43, it's focused, but if I went to 42, it would be out of focus. It's a very fine little slidey bar with a mouse. So there you go. Now you know.
So I've realised that, well, she's got 2 layers of skirt, it looks like, and I was thinking maybe about painting them different colours, but I think after just stopping and having a quick check on it there, I think it's just going to all be the same. It's going to paint it all the same.
Did Wicked D or Sharon ask you what you thought those 2 dangly things at the front are on the belt?
No.
Have you got any idea of what those...
This thing, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Don't know. Looks like a pair of slippers.
This thing that you painted red.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I'll have to look and see how some other people have painted.
Well, that was what Wicked D and Sharon did. They had a look, and the people had just painted them all sorts of things because nobody knows what they are. I just wondered if you had any idea.
Nope. No.
Sharon says that she thinks that you all painted some blue clothing on
yeah, we've...
Because Wicked D's got a blue skirt. And Sharon's got a blue top and blue skirt. Yeah, all blue.
Great minds think alike.
I like the little cute goblin at the back.
Yeah, it's not... I don't know whether I've just gone too heavy with the primer. It doesn't look as if its face is too well defined. But we'll see how it goes. I might need... In fact, I'm going to paint his skin. After I finish painting this skirt, I'm going to do the goblin's skin next. And I'm going to do it with some hunter green and flubber green. Make him really bright, I think. She's got loads of gear hanging off her belt, hasn't she? Potions and skulls and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, need to make him stand out against the this drab of her skirt.
Tony says he thinks the cameras are fine. As long as you can see what's happening, I think that's the main thing. If they were all grainy and blurry, then that'd be really rubbish, wouldn't it? So as long as you can kind of see what's happening, and then when he raises it up closer to the camera and get a bit of a better detail, then that's all right. Sharon says there isn't much sculpted on the goblin. No. Also, I painted an extra left ear on him because I didn't know what that thing over the original ear was. Dobby ear. Has he got something on his ear?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have a look. Go back and have a look.
And Pete says, hydrate!
I will. Yes. I don't know now. I think that's a bit of skirt that's kind of like over his shoulder, isn't it? Don't know. That's what it's going to be though. A bit of skirt over his shoulder on there, and then I guess we'd best try and paint a little bit of skirt underneath him in there. Yeah.
Wicked says, yeah, it's skirt. Crafty says, the image looks pretty sharp to me. I've always struggled trying to get the C920 to work well, but probably due to naff lighting. Well, this is why he's got this massive light over his head.
Yep. And also because I'm blind these days and I need a good light for...
He's got his special glasses on
that
were him specially made at the opticians for painting, and a massive light. Well, that's alright. As long as you can all see, I don't want it to be like, oh, we watch these streams and it's all blurry. I mean, if it's blurry, it's just because I've not managed to focus it yet. and then you can hold it up and I can try and do a bit of a better job.
I don't know what that is. I think it's like, I don't know, mittens or something. Some kind of weird pouch or just a bit of rock that she's got tied on. She's definitely just got bits of rock on the back, like a charm or something.
Tony says, I'm struggling with El Capitano as most people seem to mistake his wig curls and paint them as his eyes.
What?
What? Say what now? Wicked D says there are skulls on the back.
Oh yeah, the skull's on the back there. She's got... so let me hold it up. So she's got like a bit of rock charm thing going on here. There, that's a bit of rock charmy thing. Then she's got a couple of skulls, and then a pouch and some bones there. And then round the front, she's got this weird, like whatever it is, mitten thing.
Sorry, I wandered off to look at El Capitano and I hadn't focused.
And her knife.
On the back. What was on the back?
Oh, sorry.
It was my fault.
Yeah. So we've got rock, like a little token charm thing, and the two skulls and a little money bag type pouch, and then some bones.
Is that why her skirt's nearly falling off because it's so heavy?
Yeah, I think so. Right. I'm going to paint her hair black. I think. Or very dark brown. Very, very dark brown.
I see what Tony means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look then. Flash it up, let us all see.
It's only a work in progress picture for Tony, so I'm not going to put Tony's picture up.
Alright.
But yeah, it's got like, like curls, like a wig that you would wear. But because his hat's pushing it down,
Alright.
I can see. His eyes are close set and difficult to see, so the wig curls at the front seem to end up being painted as big eyes.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Really big, wouldn't it? I could see.
I needed a paint that was right next to the camera, sorry. Everyone's just been looking at my palm and my hand for a couple of seconds.
Maybe there should be some like palm readers in, might tell us your future.
Yeah. So we're going to start with my this new green that I've decided that I like, heavy black green. I'm going to start with some of that for the Goblin. Last night we watched The Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry Potter, after Hamish's stream.
There was a slightly lively debate on Discord about it as well.
Was there? Controversial. So, yeah, enjoyed that. Looking forward to the last instalment. Is that in response to the Twitter conversation? Wicked Discord conversation. Everybody knew what I meant, didn't they? Yeah, this goblin hasn't got a mouth. He's just got a blobby head. So we might have to get inventive with some details for him. Paintistry, says Tony. New fortune telling method. Is that you have to look at someone's paint collection and see what they've got, and then you can tell a bit more about them.
And you go, ooh,
yeah.
tut tut tut. Well, I don't know what to do with this silly horse.
Why not, Dan?
Because I can't paint it. Sharon says, the part of the Harry Potter that I am most sorry didn't make it into the movies was the history of Moony, Padfoot, Wormtail and Prongs, their friendship with Lupin and the whole Shrieking Shack story. Now none of that makes any sense to me, but I know that Wicked D is probably nodding in agreement. Is there no thoughts of them making more films then? Is that it?
I thought they were making them all.
It's a question. Wicked D says, there are so many bits I wished were in the films. Tony says, I see your future in your pains. I like septic peg. Wicked D says, but they do have to bring a cut-off point. Well, that is true. That's why I don't read. Because then the films aren't spoilt by, pesky books. The only time that I've ever... not the only time I've ever read in my life, but the only time that I've ever read... I watched True Blood, and then you got me the book, so I watched the TV programme, and then I read the books, and the books are absolutely nothing like the TV programme at all. Thanks, Moxie. Thank you very much. It's always awesome to see you.
Thanks, Moxie. See you later.
Hopefully you don't have to work too hard. Take care. This music's a bit relaxing.
It is, isn't it?
Bit chilly out now.
So, you say that they're nothing like. Are they? Is it like Better, worse?
They're just different. They're just different. I think the first one is maybe, and then the TV series takes a completely different, slightly more adult theme. I would think. But I think the problem is that once you've watched a TV program or a film or something, you've got all those voices and that look in your head, haven't you? Whereas when you read a book, you make up your own voices and stuff. So when I read, what's his face? The elf guy.
Malice,
yeah. Obviously, the voice in my head for him would be completely different to when you read it and the voice in your head for him. But when you watch a film or a TV programme, obviously it's just the actor's voice and we all hear the same thing. Which I know is obvious. and as we have all established over time talking to me and listening to me on here, I am not in any way highly educated or well read. So this is just how I see things. Sharon says, I know, but then it's all just they were friends when they were younger. I really like that, and they were mentioned in the Marauders map, so I would have loved to have a 2-minute flashback or even just somebody telling the story. Tony says, it's like the Lord of the Rings films. Some cinematic license and editing is necessary. It is. I think that in True Blood, though, I fast forwarded a lot of True Blood because I'm a bit of a prude, aren't I? And it got a bit much in some series. It's supposed to be about vampires and stuff. What are they all doing that for? Let's fast forward past that bit.
Yeah, I don't know. This brown is obviously in need of a good shake up. This is more like an ink.
Well, I've got the vortex mixer over here. Would you like me to shake it up for you?
Maybe in a minute when this coat has dried, I think we might try and rectify it with a second coat.
Okay, well don't battle on with paint that hasn't been shook up correctly, because that would be silly.
Yeah, I'll just finish this bit so it looks the same as the other bit.
What's your plan anyway, my darling? Because
is it nearly 9 o'clock? Yeah.
Are you still painting?
Yeah, I thought that we would finish on time and go and get the rest of this Harry Potter watched. Finish on time. Yeah.
Since when did we do such things?
Yeah, we did. Well, we have been finishing on time, but yesterday we ran over, didn't we? We did run over yesterday. Right. So what I'm going to do, just before we finish, and I will carry on painting until I finish doing this bit, but I'm going to paint her hair. And I'm going to paint her hair.
Do you want me to shake that up?
This is black. So I'm going to paint her hair. I'm going to use some black, some Reaper Pure Black, and I'm going to mix into it my watery Choco Brown, so I make a really, really dark brown. And there we go. That should just about do it. There we go. Yeah, like the Fellowship of the Ring, they just completely miss out Tom Bombadil, don't they? Which and Game of Thrones. After watching the first series of Game of Thrones, I went and found the books and then read them all, and then complained profusely about how that bit wasn't in the book, or that's not how it's supposed to happen, or whatever. And now, even if they do release the next book that was supposedly coming out like 2 years ago, but even if the next book ever comes out, don't think I'll bother reading it.
But Malice Darkblade's a good book.
Yeah, Malice.
Completely off track there. So what do you reckon to this horse?
I'll tell you when I've done this hair.
Okay.
Or do you want me to tell you first?
No. I want you to do what you're doing. I don't really want you to tell me, because I asked you last night and I've tried and I don't think it's not going to get any better than this is it. Pete says, hydrate. Also, I've got plaster on my thumb. That's getting in the way of painting, obviously. I mean, obviously.
How is the plaster on your thumb getting in the way of your painting?
Because I'll have any excuse.
That sounded weird, like a rocket or something in the outsides.
We've been trying to teach Gizmo to leave. So he's always been really, really good at leaving his food until it's time to eat it. So we wait. He sits and waits for me to tell him. But I've been trying to teach him leave in case something drops on the floor that he shouldn't have or something like that. Which happened just before the stream. So I was eating a chocolate Santa, because you know that's what you do when you're eating all the chocolate, because you're a greedy fat pig. And because it's like a cheap Aldi chocolate Santa, it smashed into millions of bits when I smashed it. And then it fell on the floor. And Gizmo was absolutely awesome and didn't just run and try and eat it like our past two dogs would have had a fight over trying to eat it.
Oh yeah.
And obviously chocolate is no good for dogs. Don't give your dogs chocolate. So I was very, very proud of him for not just trying to shovel this fallen Santa into his face. Because he is very food orientated because he's a Labrador. But yes, I was super proud of him. He'd done really well, and we'd been working on it again today. I was throwing food, and then he was going for it when I said he could and stuff like that. So it's very happy, very sad that my chocolate Santa fell on the floor, but very happy that the dog didn't eat it. Tony says, yeah, I get why they missed Tom, what's his face. He was more flavour than anything. I get and they have a cave troll thing too. Very British humour. I'm assuming that you know what that means.
Yeah.
Good. Sharon says, I always admire how you'll paint within the lines from the get-go. My base count is super messy. You can't see me.
You know, it definitely takes me a lot. I try a lot harder when we're painting on stream, and if I'm not painting on stream, then it just goes everywhere. So yeah, it's different scenario. So there we go. I think I said I was going to do her hair, and that's where we're up to. And then just before we, I am. Before we finish, I will hold it up so you can see where we're at. Here we go. Oh, sorry. A bit higher. There we are. There's. That's what she looks so far. Down a bit. Down a bit, up a bit, down a bit.
You have a delay. It's fine where it is.
Yeah, there we go. Up a bit, down a bit.
Right, tell us about
So that's what she looks like so far. Awesome, thank you, Crafty. Very kind. So yeah. That's where we're at. Now, this weekend coming, our next stream will be Sunday. Thanks, Tony. Sunday streaming. Back to Sunday streaming this week. Oh, here we go. Mrs. MLG has got her horse for us. So let's move Ogre out of the way. And let's have a look at Mrs. MLG's
appallingly bad horse.
Ring Wraith horse.
Wow, it looks really white on screen. It's not that. It's not
yeah,
that
it does.
white in
It
real
does.
life.
It does look quite pale, doesn't it? It's not that pale in real life. I think it must be the light.
Yeah, it looks even worse on screen. It looks terrible in real life. But even
So this
worse on screen.
this is the horse for Mrs. MLG's Ring Wraith for the RCL with its nice red eyes.
This is my first attempt at painting black.
Yeah,
And it's
I think
terrible.
no, I think it looks really good. I think it looks great. I think its eyes need to be a touch brighter, if anything. But aside from that, all good. There we go. Yeah, so this Sunday we're gonna not be playing Skyrim Sunday, but we are gonna have a go at Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start from scratch on Elder Scrolls Online and make a character and all that kind of thing. I've never played it before. I have no idea what to expect, so we're gonna give that a go. I'm just gonna use this black up to paint around her base, so I can. Make sure I get a full flavour of the mini. Yeah, so Sunday, 4 PM. I'm not working this weekend. So far, yeah. Saturday I will be at the shop anyway, because I'm going to be playing Age of Sigmar with my Iron Jaws. Looking forward to that. And then, yeah, Sunday streaming. Back to Sunday streams. So cool. And then we're back Monday. So Monday, this coming Monday will probably be the last Maldrakar Monday, I think. Because will it be the last Monday of the month, or will there be another Monday in January? I think there's another Monday in January, isn't there? The 31st. Oh well, so 2 more Mondays in January can both be Maldrakar Mondays. So we'll endeavour to have Mal finished on the 31st, so we can submit it for endgame boss for the great MLG brush off. So 2 more weeks worth of Maldrakar. And then we're going to move on to more Crusher Mondays for getting the more Crusher painted for my Iron Jaws Warg. Yeah, cool. So looking forward to that. So, excuse me, Maldrakar Monday, 8 PM on Monday. 2 Paint Tuesday next week. I have no idea what I'm painting that far in advance, and neither does Mrs. MLG. And then we'll be back next Wednesday also, where I will be painting some more of this ogre, unless I've found time to finish her in between. So there we go. Thank you everybody for tuning in and sticking with us tonight and having a bit of chat and banter and all the rest of it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Bye.